I'm Sam Pugh with Scuba Doo, and we're going to talk about some of the best dive spots around the world. If you were given 1 week to dive and could choose any scuba diving sites in the world with which to fill your logbook, where would you go? We've asked a number of underwater photographers, writers, and our readers, and got a remarkable sampling of dives that cover just about everything this planet has to offer. First on our list is the Manta Ray Dives in Kona, Hawaii. It's only appropriate that divers come to see one of nature's wonders, kneel on the shallow bottom off Keohole Point, neoprene supplicants pointing their dive lights up to attract plankton. The mantas glide in from the darkness, some with wingspans of 16 feet, a phantasmagoric morph of fish and bird inhaling the plankton in great swooping arcs. They approach mouth agape, often scraping like downy sandpaper across the top of your head. On a good night there might be a dozen or more. A languorous melee of looping, banking, and inhaling. Their mushrooms' white undersides pinioned briefly in your dive light. Kona's manta dives are famous and thus often crowded, but it doesn't matter one bit. Second on our list is the Nakwato Rapids in British Columbia, Canada. Few sites offer the possibility of water skiing while being tied to a tree. It's possible at Turret Rock, aka Nakwato Rapids, a legendary dive in British Columbia's backcountry, which boasts some of the world's fastest ocean currents, clocked at a blistering 16 knots. This is the realm of giant gooseneck barnacles, an oversized crustacean found few other places, which grow in mounds 30 to 50 deep here. Time the tides with Swiss precision. The safety window between tidal exchanges lasts 15 to 30 minutes. Sharing real estate with the barnacles are sure-footed crabs, painted greenlings, sculpins, and a colorful palette of anemones. Next on our list is the Vandenberg in the Florida Keys, the United States. Keeled down in 140 feet of water, just 6 miles off Key West, Florida, is the USS Vandenberg. At 523 feet long, the formal missile tracking ship deserves more than a single dive, and there's no scene end to end on this beauty. All the pillows are fluffier, jokes Joe Weatherby, project manager during the 2009 scuttling, referring to the superstructure's growth. Hulking barracuda here from the start still lurk. Look for enormous Goliath grouper near the bow, and bait balls of scad, which attract schools of hunting wahoo and jacks. A swim through the satellite dish remains the obligatory rite of passage. Next on our list is Point Lobos in Carmel, California. Northern Californians are a lucky bunch. Just a couple of hours from San Francisco are Tahoe ski slopes, Santa Cruz's surf breaks, and the town of Monterey, where new divers go for their open water certification. While the diving is excellent at shoreside such as Lover's Point and Breakwater, the best diving is 15 minutes away in Point Lobos National Park. Only 15 scuba diving buddy groups are allowed into the park each day, ensuring the reef remains pristine and the marine life unmolested. Steps from the parking lot, divers immerse under a canopy of thick kelp forest where light and shadow battle for supremacy. Look closely in the fronds for kelp crabs and minuscule snails. Lingcod patrol the reef edges, and nudibranchs flaunt their colors openly. A harbor seal, there are dozens lining the sandy shore, might pop by for a visit, if you're lucky. But you're diving Point Lobos, you're lucky already. Next on our list is the whale shark dives of the Isla Mujeres in Mexico. If there's a way to experience more joy in the water with only a snorkel, we don't know about it. Every June to September, the waters off Isla Mujeres churn with the fins from hundreds of whale sharks, migrating up the Yucatan coast in search of food. Operators in Cancun and Isla Mujeres will take you for half a day in the waters with the giants. Look left as one approaches with mouth agape. Look right as a gigantic tail disappears into the deep. Last but not least on our list is the dive at Cabo Pulmo in Baja California, Mexico. Getting to Cabo Pulmo in Baja takes some doing, but diving here is as easy as a backwards roll off the boat. Cabo Pulmo National Marine Park features one of the world's healthiest coral reefs, and sites mere yards from the shore mean you can sleep late and still make 2 morning dives. Hard corals and sea fans cover long basaltic dikes populated by endless schools of rays and jacks, parrotfish, grouper, and angelfish, eels, octopuses, and occasional sea turtle or shark. And you'll be back in time to enjoy fish tacos and a cold beer at a beachside restaurant, crashing your casita, and do it again the next day. Thanks for listening. Remember, be safe out there when you're diving.